Uproars of the People. Give me that first video I had of what's going on, the conflict in the Congo. Yep, play that.
Forced from their homes since the M23 armed group, backed by Rwanda, resumed its uprising just over 2 years ago. The fighting's escalated in recent weeks as M23's fighters have closed in on the provincial capital of Goma. Dozens of people have been injured and killed.
The M23 rebels dropped bombs on the civilian population. Many of us were wounded. We don't have problems with them. They should rather take it up with the military.
M23, the government forces and the armed groups they support have all been accused of atrocities. It's the latest round of a conflict that began in the 1990s when Rwanda and Uganda invaded Congo. That prompted 2 wars that drew in around a dozen African countries and killed an estimated 6 million people. Eastern Congo's been unstable ever since, and at the centre of it are Congo's minerals, such as coltan, which is used in almost all electronics.
Pause.
Whoever controls them.
Congo has minerals and resources that are used in all your electronics. That's your phone, that's your laptop, that's your television, that's your camera, everything. They get the minerals from the Congo, y'all. All right, I think it's uranium is what it is. It's one of those. I know uranium, bauxite, all that. They use that in everything, and it grows naturally in the Congo. So when you say, well, why are they fighting over there? What's the conflict? It's about their resources. Now, you think Rwanda, who also has natural resources, you really think they really going in the Congo to take their resources? No. It's the white man that's behind it. It's Europe that's behind it. They always in the midst. Go back to it. Play it again. Or play the end of it. Go back a few seconds. Go back about 5 seconds.
That just goes back with that Proverbs about he that soweth discord amongst brethren.
Yep. Right? Yep. Go ahead, play it.
Which is used in almost all electronics.
Go back a little bit further. All right, right there.
Estimated 6 million people. Eastern Congo's been unstable ever since, and at the centre of it are Congo's minerals, such as coltan, which is used in almost all electronics. Whoever controls the mines and the trade routes can earn vast profits. Foreign forces continue to play their part. The 25-year UN peacekeeping mission has been criticised for failing to protect civilians.
Peacekeeping colleagues tell us that in the DRC, they remain deeply concerned by the renewed escalation of hostilities in the eastern part of the country. They reiterate their call for the M23 group to cease its offensive and to respect the Luanda roadmap.
The UN peacekeepers have started withdrawing on the request of Congo's government, whose own forces have also failed to protect civilians.
Pause. Wait. If the Congolese are being destroyed, right? If war is in their country and M23 they want them out, why would they ask the UN to leave? Ain't that counterproductive? We need the help, but we're gonna tell y'all to leave, and then we're gonna tell our own forces to stop and just let them continue to kill people. You can't see the Edomites behind that. Right. You can't see that. Come on, man. Did you finish this? Go, play it.
Three's advances. The latest foreign troops to arrive are from South Africa, Malawi and Tanzania, who've been fighting M23 alongside the government. On Saturday, the US said Rwanda should withdraw its troops and surface-to-air missiles from Congo. Rwanda has said its national security is threatened. Hundreds of thousands of people in the displacement camps and millions more in the city of Goma are waiting to find out if the decades-long conflict is about to get worse once again. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera.
This is why when they see us on television, I mean, how we act as black people over in America, they want to come here because they look how they living. That's an everyday thing. It's been like that for 20 years. It's been war for 20 years in the Congo. Ain't nobody said nothing. Yeah, we ain't know nothing about this. It's been going on. Go to the next video. Start at 1 minute and 19 seconds. This one's going to be a little short. I ain't going to go all the way into it for the sake of time. Go to the next video about the Congo. 1 minute and 19 seconds. Come on. Yep.
for regular Congolese people. In the late 19th and early 20th century, it was the extraction of the state's ivory and rubber that created immense wealth for Europeans, particularly the King of Belgium, while having a catastrophic impact on the native population. During the Second World War, uranium from the Belgian Congo was used by the United States to build the world's first atomic bombs.
Pause it. I told you. They all go back because they don't be thinking that I guess y'all think we regular. We ain't regular Negroes, you understand? We know what the hell we talking about. Look at this right here. Go back a little bit because at first, that's how Belgium, I've been to Belgium before. I've been to Brussels. Brussels, one of the nicest cities on the planet Earth. It's decked out with gold and marble and brick streets and all kind of different monuments. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful European city. How the hell Brussels get all that money? Brussels got that money from the Congo. Leopold, I always bring up this fact. He never stepped foot on the continent. How you conquer a place and you never even been there? He conquered it. And they stole the rubber and they stole all the resources, the ivory and so on and so forth. Now they stealing the uranium. And the uranium that they stole, the United States used it to make the atomic bomb to destroy Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Read that. Play that.
Resulted in exploitation rather than wealth for regular Congolese people. In the late 19th and early 20th century, it was the extraction of the state's ivory and rubber that created immense wealth for Europeans, particularly the King of Belgium, while having a catastrophic impact on the native population. During the Second World War, uranium from the Belgian Congo was used by the United States to build the world's first atomic bombs. Post-Congolese independence in 1960, lucrative copper and other mining operations in the country's south contributed to Katanga province's Belgian-backed secession attempt, which formed part of the wider Congo crisis. And today, the rich deposits of things like tin, gold and coltan in the eastern DRC play a key role in the conflicts that continue to afflict the region.
Pause. The Rwandan people don't want that. Because they're saying it's the Rwandan people that's doing it, which are our people as well. That's not them doing that. That's Esau doing that. That's Europe doing that. Because without Africa, Europe would be a third world country. Now give me Daniel 11:37 right quick to go with this. Daniel chapter 11. Oh, that's why it's uproars among the people. That's why it's war amongst the people, because this man is always in the midst, stirring something up. Go ahead.
The book of Daniel, chapter 11 and verse 37. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any God, for he shall magnify himself above all.
Go ahead.
But in his estate shall he honor the God of forces.
Money. He about money. He's about wealth. Read.
And a God whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with gold.
That's Cesar Borgia. Go ahead.
And silver.
Read.
And with precious stones and pleasant things.
Because they take that money and they go back and build up the churches in Rome and all that. Go ahead.
Thus shall he do in the most strongholds with a strange God.
Read.
Whom he shall acknowledge and increase with glory.
Come on.
And he shall cause them to rule over many. And shall divide the land for gain.
It shall do what?
Divide the land for gain.
So the Bible prophesied about the Berlin Conference of 1884, when all European nations came together in order to take hostage all of the African nations and take their resources and set up their political leaders that they wanted, and coups and so on and so forth. This goes back to what Cap brought out about how they sow discord amongst brethren. Now the people of Rwanda, who are Bantu people, and the people in the Congo, who are Bantu people, are both Israelites, and they fight one another. Why? Because the so-called white man is in the midst. Because he divided the land for his gain. You understand? Deuteronomy 28:33. Here's another one. So y'all brothers that plan to travel, y'all need to know what's going on in these countries that you plan to travel to. Don't be saying, I want to travel, I want to go to overseas, I want to do the work. You better be studying what's going on in the Congo. You better be studying what's going on in Ethiopia, what's going on in the countries that you plan to travel to. Don't go over there talking about Martin Luther King. They don't know Martin Luther King. First time I went up to teach, I was also 20, I'll never forget it. I went up there, I was like, yeah, like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Bishop said, what is it? They came and took me down, bro.
I
They took me down.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, you don't know.
I'm a Northern Kingdom country.
Yeah.
Talking about Martin Luther King. They looked at me like, huh?
Huh? What the hell you talking about?
Deacon was like, what are you talking about?
But you don't know. You're inexperienced. But now you know. You research their leaders, right? You research their politicians and people that stood up for them, right? They're martyrs. Right. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 33.
Come on.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up. And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
And guess what? The Bible says the fruit of thy land and all thy labors. The fruit of thy land is the gold, the coltan, the tin, the uranium, the rubber, the ivory, all the things that grow naturally. Imagine that. That is amazing to me. When I first went there, I said, this is amazing. I had no idea that the phone we use and the laptop we use, the flat screen, our brothers and sisters is in mines and cobalt mines in the Congo digging that stuff. It's like a blue crystal that grow right out there. But the Most High is a genius. He gave that to our ancestors. We jacked it up, y'all. Gold just grow out the land, man. They killing people over gold. And it grow right out of our land. We can dig it up. We walking on gold but can't even use it. Go ahead, Officer.
And I was say that reminds me of the two movies, Black Panther and what's the one, Black Adam, because they had that blue thing come out of the ground. It was showing an ancient civilization,
right?
And they were grabbing that blue thing, and when he found it, that's when he made a little symbol, and then all the people did the uproar, and then that's when he got the power of Solomon.
Right.
It's like, oh my God,
that's fire. That's fire. They had Northern and Southern Kingdom together. Hey, get that letter to Leopold II to the colonial powers real quick. I just got to read a small portion of this. Pull it up for me real quick. It's letter from King Leopold of Belgium to colonial missionaries. Let's see what he told the missionaries to do. We got to read it kind of quick. Pull it up for me, Rachel. Come on now. Huh? Read that scripture.
The book of
I
Deuteronomy.
didn't work that time. Come on, IT, man. Our score gonna be bad. We're gonna have a bad score, man. Y'all gotta get faster. Come on now. You know Officer Yosef watching right now. Shout out to Officer Yosef. Come on. I put it in the group.
Hey, going back to that point, Cap, about all the resources and whatnot that's in Africa.
Yeah.
That's why Deuteronomy 20:47. Let's read that real quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 47.
Bring it out.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things.
That's the key right there. That's what he's talking about. For the abundance of all things. Natural resources grow from the ground. But we didn't want to serve the Most High. So guess what? Read on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
Now we got to go to the white man for everything. And he take our natural resources from our land and sell them back to us.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is